Big Ticket Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on the People Station B103, ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Society of Magical Negroes has entered the situation. I feel like I should have a jacket. Is there a varsity jacket for this? I feel like I need one.
That was class. We'll get you one.
Okay, promo. Justin Smith and Kobi Libii are here. How y'all doing?
Oh, good.
It's a little too early for me, but...
Really?
This is early. This is late.
I'm not a morning person.
What time do you usually wake up?
11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, noon sometimes.
I remember those days.
Right?
I'm nocturnal. I stay up till late hours in the night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's when I get my work done. That's when I feel most creative, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that vibe, and I had to get over it. Okay. In theaters, March 15th.
Yes.
Just talk about the title first. Explain.
What? There's like 3 other movies called that this year. You know, I don't know what the. Yes, the Magical Negro. So Magical Negro is a black supporting character, right? They're like a black best friend character. It's a trope in movies, a stereotype. They're like wise old black dude who comes in and dispenses wisdom. They're just there to help the white lead do their thing. They're not really realized as a person. So it's a movie's a satire. It's a comedy. It's making fun of this trope.
Okay.
Imagine that these Magical Negroes are a secret society, you know, like the Wizards of Harry Potter or something like that. So it's, you know, it's David Allen Greer, Justice Smith, a big, funny satire. It's going to be a good time. Yeah.
So there are going to be people that watch this.
Hopefully.
That
you
might
know,
not.
hopefully.
They will.
Hopefully
They're
there's
going to
people
watch.
coming, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
March 15th,
yeah.
they're going to watch it.
Yeah,
they're going to want to talk to you after it.
Yeah, well, I hope so, yeah.
Well, are you ready for some of the heat that's coming your direction?
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's a satire, right? Okay. You know, it's like we're talking about really raw, real, challenging. We're talking about race in America, right? That's never, if you're having a real conversation about race, it's never an easy conversation, right?
Exactly.
You know, because these issues are really raw. These issues are really personal. There's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of anger here, you know? And so a part of my job as an artist, part of our job as artists is to like provide an opportunity for real conversations about it. So I welcome conversations, you know, whatever the topic.
And we've had a lot of conversations
I'm
so
sure
far.
you have.
People have opinions. It's, I don't know if you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that one opinion that you get from people or have gotten?
Well, I think so. The point of view here's the point of view of the satire, right? Or the point of view of the characters in the satire is that what the Magical Negroes do every day, and it's based on this sort of racist stock character that is written by white people, right? You know, the thing these Magical Negroes do every day is they wake up every morning and they try to make white people comfortable. That's their job. In the morning they get up, they try to make white people comfortable because in their twisted logic they believe that makes them safe. And what the reason I have put that point of view in this film is because it is a thing that, embarrassing as it is to admit, I was taught as a young black man, and I'll be real specific about that. I was taught, you know, by my father really explicitly that, for example, when the police come by, you are incredibly nice to them, and that is a survival strategy to stay safe. Right? It doesn't matter about your pride, doesn't matter about anything else. You get home alive, and you be the smiley man you need to be to get home safe to me. Right? And I think in my life, and I'm just speaking about myself. I'm not speaking about all black people everywhere. I think I slightly overlearned that lesson.
Oh wow!
Right? And that I was sort of scared of white people, and I was too deferential to white people because I got taught that was a thing you need to do to stay alive in America, right? And so that point of view, which is the point of view these members of society have, that I am, to be super clear, against. Like, I don't think that is a good. I don't think that's a good way to move through the world. Like,
I was like,
need to be real clear about that. You know, but I think when as a community, when we look at superheroes and we look at black superheroes, we're excited about seeing people who are resisting systemic racism and using magic to be bigger and better than systemic racism. And I'm using these characters to admit some of the ways in which I've been subject to it and haven't been able to resist it, right? And I think that's a really challenging image for people because a lot of us, I think, would rather think about the ways in which we have beaten it as opposed to, like I'm doing in this film, admit the ways in which at an earlier point in my life, at least I hadn't.
Okay.
So, Justice, what is it like acting this out in real time? Like, you're in this, like, you have to pull this off.
Yeah, that's true.
And he did. He did.
Unless you really believe this, you have to pull this off.
A lot of
did an amazing job.
Well, I identify with the story. You know, I shamefully like internalized a lot of the things that Kobe internalized. You know, I grew up in Orange County, California. That is a very white place with a very red county. So in order to, like, throughout my adolescence, in order to survive socially, I internalized a lot of messaging about my blackness and about, you know, like what these kind of kids told me my place was, you know?
Right, okay.
And, you know, it was only until after high school that I, like, experienced liberation and empowerment, real empowerment and real identification with who I was and with my background. But, you know, a lot of healing has to go, like, you have to do a lot of healing before you get to that place. You know? And this movie was kind of my journey too, you know, and I was like, I wish I saw this at a younger age. I wish I had this reference. And so, you know, again, like Kobe always loves to iterate, like, this is not every black person's experience, and I love that for black people. Like I'm
should
so
hope not.
I know, right?
Listen, I'm jealous. Like I'm jealous. Like I wish I grew up around my community. I wish I had references for like black success and like what it means to be a black man in America, but I didn't have that, you know. And so like I hope that like with this film we give, you know, an outlet for like kids who don't have that, for like black kids who are like feel really isolated and alone and who feel like they have to make themselves small to survive.
Okay.
No. No, you go ahead.
Oh no. So I was gonna say like because there are some definitely like there's the soliloquy part that's gonna draw up a lot of attention, and then there's some other parts of people. Wait a second. Well, wait a minute.
Definitely.
But again, it's in theaters March 15th. Yeah. Oh, what were you about to say, guy? Yeah.
I think I lost my train of thought. So quick question. Any one of you like biracial or?
Yeah, we're both biracial.
Okay, biracial. Okay.
He's from Fort Wayne, though.
Huh?
He from Fort Wayne, though.
Oh, yeah. You know what Fort Wayne?
Yeah. I've been to Fort Wayne.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So do you think this film actually deals with, I know you said racism, so also colorism?
Yeah, I think to an extent. I think, well, you could talk better about this than I can, but I think what happens in a lot, like with light skins and biracial people, I think there's a lie that
and
like
it's radio. That's us.
Yeah. We are light skinned and biracial.
We should be. Yeah.
You didn't know.
If you're not watching, you know, it's fair. It's fair in this studio right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm very melanin deficient, but no, like a lot of light skins, a lot of biracial people believe that like. They believe this lie that they're told that like palatability will save them. You know, if they're just like, if they just talk a certain way or like a certain type of music or wear their hair a certain way or assimilate. You know, that they'll get closer to whiteness. They'll get closer to the privileges of whiteness. And you know, a lot of times that life is more cushy than like than not that. You know, but it's like at the end of the day. White people, like it's an exclusionary thing, you know. White people are never gonna fully accept you, and I think that's what the movie talks about within the casting of it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Because like one way, you know, something we as black creators we're often doing is trying to fight colorism with the bodies we put on screen, right? So we're trying to feature black love stories, we're trying to feature darker skinned bodies, right? And in a positive light. That's really important political work that I really believe in. That I'm absolutely going to do in other films. But the thing we're doing that I think is really supportive of those exact same politics in this film, exactly like Justice is saying, is putting the lie to the false promise of assimilation. Okay. Right? You know, it's like that because you still hear in communities, right? You know, back to the police example, that it's like, oh, if you just comply with the officer's orders, you're going to be safe. Hopefully. Right? But you're not. But we all know that's a lie.
Right.
Yeah,
we all know that your behavior is not going to save you. Right. And by casting, you know, the most quote unquote palatable black people, right? So like a light-skinned black man who talks the way that Justice and I talk, right? You know, we should be able to stay safe in America, but I think even for us, it's a lie. And so to me, that casting helps sharpen the critique that it's like, you know, to Justice's point, palatability is never going to save you.
Love that.
Listen, Justice and Kobe, thank you for stopping by. We want you to go see the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I'm never going to let anybody say it any other way.
Yeah, you got to say it like that from now on.
Yeah.
really does.
It's in theaters March 15th. Thank you for both stopping by. Interesting watch, if nothing for conversation.
Please.
You gotta go see it, people.
You have to see it.
It's definitely dinner table and circle conversation type stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, good seeing you both. Thank you for pulling up
Absolutely.
on us. ATL will be back with more Big Ticket Morning Show with Jazzy McBee right after this on V103.